take a siesta. I'm Heather Miller, and I am the American Cancer Society staff partner for the Relay for Life of Sun Prairie, and I'm so excited to see everyone here.
Please hold your applause until the end. Our silver level sponsors, let's give a round of applause. Sorry, hold till the end. Contradictory, I know. So let's give thanks to Bank of Sun Prairie, Bucky's Rental, Cardinal's Nest, Press Funeral Homes, Divine Weddings and DJ Service Incorporated, Hallman Lindsay, Ho Chunk Gaming, Hometown News Group, and Prairie Athletic Club. Let's hear it for them. They're the people wearing all the fancy orange that you see around. They are the ones that, yep, let's hear it. In case you don't know, they've spent the last year planning this one event. So here are the people that have worked so hard to make sure that this was possible. We have Jim Brogan, Jen Engelbrecht, Wayne Engelbrecht, Glenn Jenkins, Heather Jennings, Jeanette Jutton, Brianne Schmidt, Sarah Spatola, Darla Peasley, Carrie Miller, and Kathy Hetzel. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, now teams and team captains, as your name is read, please raise your hand to receive a small gift of our appreciation for your hard work in coordinating a team. You will come over there where Heather is. She's leaving her office. First up is Dave of Sun Prairie, led by Deb Krebs. We can give each one a round of applause. Barb Mullerin team, led by Chris Emmett. Cancer Crushers, led by Jeanette Judd. Teen Clinic Sun Prairie, led by Kathy Wagner. The Dear Dixies, led by Lindsay Reese. Coleman Lindsay, led by Heather Greenlee. Landmark Service Co-op, led by Linda Stanley. Labs for Lymphoma, led by Angelina Diamonica. LSM Chiropractic, led by Sarah Paddle. Peace Lutheran Church, led by Darla Peasley. Prairie Athletic Club, led by Deb Holland. QBE, led by Ginny Caswell. Royal Printing, led by Chad Zarnicki. Royals Team Trojan, led by Mallory Davidson. Sunny Super Soldiers, led by Jeff Brunig. Sun Prairie Fire Department, led by Becky Gerber. St. Albert's, led by Tess and Katie Lund.
Why don't the kids do
Sun Prairie Utilities, led by Dave Usley. United Methodist Church, led by Lori Vargas. Evola Wreath Company, led by Brianne Arnold. Walgreens Grand Avenue, led by Lori Barrington. Working Partnerships 1, led by Wayne Engelbrecht. Working Partnerships 2, led by Jennifer Engelbrecht. All right, and now just a huge round of applause to all the great teams that participated. Thank you guys again for your continued fight against cancer.
Thank you to Mix 105.1. It is my privilege to introduce this year's honorary survivor, Randy Weezer. Randy struggled with cancer. He's been both strong and courageous, and now serves as a role model for others facing the challenges of a cancer diagnosis.
Thank you for the honor to speak here tonight. Every day I go to work, I know that I may not live. I am a cop. On average, one law enforcement officer is killed in the line of duty every 57 hours in our country. I've been in law enforcement for 27 years. So as a cop, I've had to accept that every day or night that I go to work, I might not come home. Thankfully, here in Dane County, Wisconsin, we don't experience line-of-duty deaths on a regular basis. So it doesn't seem like a real possibility to the average citizen. But to us, it is very real, and it's every day. That reality requires us to be mentally and physically qualified for our lives on a given day. First, let me say, I'm honored and humbled to stand before you as a military veteran, as a law enforcement officer, and also cancer survivor. Like probably everyone here, I've had cancer touch my life in many ways. My dad successfully beat colon cancer in 2000. My mother-in-law lost her 20-year battle with breast cancer in 2003. I've had several coworkers lose their lives to this disease in the last 2 years. Several other friends and relatives are on cancer battlefield right now. Actually, I'm on the cancer battlefield right now. My cancer story actually starts in 2011. Like probably many men here, I'm one that only went to the doctor when absolutely needed. Well, I needed to, and then for about a year we chased prostate-related symptoms. However, at the time, my doctor frequently told me not to worry about prostate cancer because at 48 years old, I was too young to have prostate cancer, and I had a normal PSA. For those of you not aware, PSA is a blood test and is the standard, really the only benchmark for whether or not they might have prostate cancer. If your PSA is elevated, the most common version I don't like today, there is a possibility that you might have prostate cancer. Eventually, the doctors continued, the symptoms remained. The biopsy was done April 25th, 2012. On Monday, April 30th, 2005, at 8:15 a.m., my wife and I were at home assuming that unfortunately I had cancer. And like most everyone that hears those unpredictable words that I heard for those moments is almost indescribable. In some ways, it all went very fast, but in other ways, it was like the of my life. Maybe in a strange way, I also felt that my job in law enforcement might have prepared me for those words that were spoken to me, because I spent over 27 years training for and dealing with violent people. I'm very fortunate that my wonderful wife shares that same professional experience. Yet at the same time, it just didn't seem possible that after all I've experienced in my life, cancer was going to hit me. And so it was only natural that we immediately adopted the attitude that this disease was not going to hit me. Just as we would at work, we would fight this battle, do whatever we needed to do to win. So from the beginning of this journey that started with those words, "You have cancer," my response has been built on a solid foundation of my faith in God, prayed with a loving family, and long career in law enforcement. No worries, it is what it is. I can handle this, I can deal with it, and move on. God has a plan for my life, and that plan included a battle with cancer. I don't have to understand the plan, I just need to trust Him, and I will completely. One of the first struggles I had wasn't as much knowing the person with my cancer, but rather who to tell and when to tell them. Many people are aware of prostate cancer, many don't. While all cases of cancer are serious, most cases of this cancer are very treatable and curable. It is said that most men will die with prostate cancer, far fewer die from it. I'll repeat that. Most men will die with prostate cancer, far fewer die from it. I'm a guy that doesn't make a big deal out of things. And while I didn't want to make a big deal out of this thing called prostate cancer, it became a very big deal as blood test results became available. My disease was considered very high grade and advanced. Because of my humble PSA and my relatively young age for this disease, my case was even more unique. And that played into the struggle of who needed to know, when they needed to know, and complicated my struggle with how to prove it. Knowing without a doubt, my absolute hardest was to love each of our 3 children. Our kids are incredibly strong, each with a wonderfully strong faith in God. Our Christian faith is the foundation for which our family is built. We rely on it daily, but never to the extent we did throughout this process. As a matter of fact, without our saving faith in Jesus, I have no idea how we would have gotten through it. Once my family and my wife's family knew, other than some of our closest friends, we decided to announce our death. It wasn't as much that I wanted to hide the fact that I had cancer. It was more that I just wanted to go on with life without a big deal being made about my health. And of course, there is that part about prostate cancer being the most personal part of cancer. this was a monumental decision with very possible life-or-death results. I don't know why, but for some reason I was expecting the doctors, the whole team by now, to just tell me what treatment I was going to have, not just give me the options. Hours upon hours of research prepared for my daily life. I learned more about prostate cancer than I ever thought possible. I'm very extremely fortunate to have a very close friend who's been battling the same cancer for several years. He provided me resources, guidance, and most importantly, gave me the name of a doctor at UW Hospital that had been successfully treating him. Since I'm a guy that hasn't really entrusted myself to a doctor before, given the decisions I had to make, the seriousness of my case, it was incredibly important that I had a doctor I could fully trust, and this was clearly that doctor. One of the most controversial issues of prostate cancer is the issue of remove the prostate or not. While I won't go into the details, several of my dynamics in my case made it clear that we should remove it. Surgery was scheduled for June 12th. The 3-hour surgery took almost 7 hours. What the doctor found was not what he anticipated, so he had to spend considerable time treating cancer and reconstruction. Pathological testing after the surgery revealed the cancer was an even higher grade than what we had thought. Not what we wanted to hear, but no worries, it was right harder. Several weeks of radiation or what anyone would probably experience with the type of surgery I was to completely recover within radiation. I started radiation in October. Standard required daily trips to UW Hospital for several weeks. All in all, the radiation process was not a big deal. However, the daily trips to UW Hospital was not a big deal. The likelihood of having bad, getting very far makes the monumental life a whole lot more scary. I've had to slow my life down some, step back from some of these professions that I was very passionate about. I continued to deal with the disease and its side effects, but seriously, I have no complaints. Life is good, and it certainly be worse. There are a lot of great resources for all of our battles with cancer. One of those that has served me very well in living it is the Cancer Survivors Network. It's an online forum sponsored by the American Cancer Society. This forum has a section literally for every kind of cancer. It allows you to connect with people fighting the same cancer as you, share resources, experience, and help. Early on, it helped guide me with important decisions with treatment. Now it provides me with a connection with men and women who are battling the same cancer, dealing with the same side effects as I am. I can't describe how valuable this resource is. Prostate cancer is unfortunately very common, and when caught early enough, it is very treatable and very often a curable disease. Regular physicals and prostate cancer screening are vitally important. While my case was unique in that my disease was advanced, fast-growing, and high-grade, most cases of prostate cancer are not. Most cases are slow-growing and low-grade. The bottom line, regardless of which cancer you might find yourself fighting, you can certainly beat it. I would encourage you to take it easy. Start with resources with the Cancer Society. It is available everywhere. Clearly, this has been a journey, and I certainly didn't plan it. But God promises to give us more if we trust Him. Unfortunately, due to the dynamics of my disease, this journey with cancer will not likely end. It will always be a part of our life. But with the faith God has given me, with the wife and children He has blessed me with, and all the strength that I need, it's been great. So while I wasn't necessarily aspiring to walk in this very life here today, I'm certainly thankful to God to do so. Even more important to me than walking this survivor life is walking the caregiver life with my incredible wife Lori and our children Christy, Camille, and Kyla. Without our caregivers, this life would not be possible. Thank you to everyone
cried to the heavens and he granted. Although this legend implies that we should keep our wishes silent, there are some wishes that need to be expressed out loud. To those that have been touched by the disease we are helping to fight today, we wish the caregivers strength and tranquility and thank them for their gifted labor of love. We wish the survivors a long and happy life and thank them for showing us how to fight with courage and determination. We wish those currently fighting the battle energy and hope and thank them for showing us what true bravery is all about. And finally, we wish the victims peace and love and thank them for the joy and happiness they brought to us. With this symbolic gesture, we honor those that have left us and encourage those left behind to continue the fight on the wings of hope. So Sherry's gonna come out. and Halt to come out. He will officially get this Relay for Life of Sun Prairie 2013 started off with a boom. Yep. Yes, this is a warning that a gun will be fired, so hold on to your hats. After the gun is fired, we'll start the survivor walk around the track. So if all of the survivors will just line up, and if Randy wants to lead the way, we really appreciate that. So let's get this